G'day. It's been a while for an update. Realize. So here it is. Sorry. I wish I could be here more often, but life is just a little busy right now. I have no idea what I'm going to share, so I'll just share. I did realize this week, it's that the last several years, thanks to Time Hop, that there were birthday updates the last few years, and there wasn't one this year. So I'm 3 days late, or maybe 4 or 5, I don't know, 15th. So I think it's the 18th today. Yeah, so today was the day after I found out my mom died. And for those of you who don't know or new to this journey, I have a whole playlist called My Personal Trauma Healing Journey, which began with this and about releasing everything that had to be expressed, released. Some people call it shadow work. Some people call it dark night of the soul. I don't really have names for it other than feeling. You have to feel to heal. So I have 100% without a doubt experienced that going through that, all of the things that we avoid, suppress, fear, is the key to freedom. For those of you who've been following the journey for a while, it's been quite a ride, hasn't it? I feel like even though I'm working 50 plus hours a week, this is like my break. Yeah. So I'm I'm on break while working my ass off on my feet. I'm doing really good. In fact, oh my God, here's something I need to share with you right this second while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so I started this job. I'm still working last June. And I did a video about arthritis and talked a few times about how when I started, I didn't know how bad my arthritis got until I was working there using my hands and dropping everything. And then I had to come up with new medicine ideas. So if you saw those videos, you saw my fingers. And those of you who know me, you've seen my fingers. It's been like this since like 2012. And it only got worse, and especially in my homelessness and the brain infection and all of that stuff. Dude, I'm going to show you 100% physical, tangible proof that what I was doing with the essential oils here on my hands. Okay, you ready to see? You remember what they looked like before? Dude, all right. Boom. Remember that nodule or whatever that like stuck up real high and how crooked my fingers were? Look at that. Look at that. Yep. Almost looks like that one because I didn't have it on this one. So yeah, look at that. Anyways, so that's some good news. I'm gonna, you know what? I'll just sum up this last year. How about that? And by the way, I was looking at my phone and old videos and trying to make space and trying to delete things. And I came across a video at the beginning. I think I probably recorded it. No, I probably recorded it on the 20th because, okay, so I guess they pulled the plug on my birthday. She died officially or whatever, midnight or something like that on the 16th. And then I found out on the 17th. So by the 18th, I had tried to go to work and they're like, you're crazy, get out of here. And sweet Mary Magi invited me to her peaceful little place. So I cried and screamed and cussed and stuff for a couple days to kind of figure out what next. And yeah, then my route back down to home for my rebirth and all of this transition here. That's transpired. I had said before that given the situation, she had to die so I could live. So it's kind of fitting, I guess, that it was on my birthday. So here's the proof that she had to go. And for those of you who don't know, there were 10 years of no contact, narcissistic abuse, whatever, blah, 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 buying my family, children, everything. I was the one that got away. And so, of course, I was demonized and crazy and this and that. My mom was on like 100 different pills and drugs. So, of course, she thought everyone else needed pills, especially if you disagreed with her. So, sum it up. And I do just want to say about that, I have no hard feelings. Like, Mom, all right, I told you I'd do a video because, I mean, the one complaint you had of my videos is that I didn't talk about you and I didn't do one for you. And in my dark night, I said I was going to do one for, you're coming next. And yeah, I was venting and feeling frustration and heartbreak at not being loved and you choosing to die over reaching out to your homeless, daughter. But, the situation is sad, right? It's definitely, if you're a human with feelings. But I don't feel any anger. In fact, I'm super grateful. I'm even super grateful that my dad is Darth Vader. And Mom, I know you were traumatized, just like most other humans. You didn't know it, just like most other humans. So you didn't know you had anything to heal. And unfortunately, when we are unaware of things we need to heal, we seep those toxins out on everyone around us. And you were a really, really, really good example of what not to do. And I just want to say, I remember when you were human. I do. I remember how much you dedicated to us. Yeah, when we were young and we had year-round school. So you made your vacation so that you could take us on road trips and show us neat things. And yeah, so I'll tear up, camping and showing us the country. And of course, planting seeds of my wanderlust and desire for exploration. And yeah, thank you for that. You caught, okay, so I was pushed a little and putting all these things, but the thing is, you took me to batting school, you took me to pitching school, you caught the balls, which the guys couldn't catch the balls, and for those of you who are still friends, like how many broken hands and eyes, and just, yeah, but my mom, yeah, you did that, and I know that, the good things you did, and I also know the other things, they were out of trauma and pain and fear. And it's okay. So yeah, I have no hard feelings. In fact, I'm extremely grateful because it turned me into who I am and essentially unconquerable, unselloutable. Yeah, I can make words up. But yeah, you planted the seeds that, okay, so yeah, maybe my desire to overachieve and do everything was, because I was seeking your love, which I didn't get while you were here, but it did make me strive to do better and be better and bigger, and I do have the love of a very big and beautiful family, so I don't think you owe me anything. You did your part, you brought me into this world, so yeah, there's that. Anyways, I'm sorry, I was going on with an update. So what's happened in the last year? So that video I was saying I came across on my phone, I'm going to upload it here on my YouTube channel. And for those who just catch random videos, I know it's confusing and you don't know what the fuck is going on. And for those of you who know, I work a lot and I'm not homeless anymore, but I'm still doing everything from my cell phone and I just don't have time. And in my cute little tiny place you may have seen, There literally is no room for anything, including a working computer, not to mention the fact that the way it's set up is I have a 50-foot cord running from the main house that only reaches to the door. So I have some challenges to meet to move forward with my goals, which I'll share some of which with you here in this update video. Where was I? Okay, so yeah, getting back to the update. So there is that whole playlist if you want to get back into the drama, and you know, the drama is a good thing because we're taught as humans to feel shame when you feel bad or down or angry or hurt or if you're ill or sick or this and that, and I was totally brought up with that, and I was surrounded by people like that, my so-called best friends, and just, you know, but that's all I knew. So of course, that's the type of people I felt, you know, are attracted to me, or that it wasn't even that. I didn't attract it to me. I was attracted to it because that's all I know. So those of you blaming yourself like, oh, you attracted it to you. Bullshit, dude. You're a victim. You're a product of your circumstance and unhealed trauma. Okay? So yeah, you didn't bring it on. You sought it out. Why? To give you more opportunities to work through the healing of the original trauma, and maybe, if you're like me, the several hundred wounds following that were exactly the same thing because you didn't learn your lesson the first time. Okay, so number one, it's not your fault. No, you didn't attract it to you with your negative thinking or this or that. Okay, we are all a product of the culmination of our experiences, which is 100% due to trauma, which reminds me, you need to remind me, I need to make a video about the MK Ultra joke. So now that I've said it here publicly, you can get on my ass and reminding me to do it. But I have to, you know, my time is very thin. So there's a lot of videos I need to do that I haven't been able to do, but yet. So, okay, I'll share with you some of my plans. I don't think I've ever mentioned it in videos. And by the way, if you want the rest of the story, like, or the story behind this story, feel free to follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/Christie Aphrodite. And yeah, so whatever you're missing here or questions you might have over certain events, they're all there and with documents or photos or witnesses or this and that. So as far as my goals, it was a vision of mine to be able to go super part-time at my job this winter and start writing that book. I've looked into a lot of things and made some progress. And after speaking with a publisher, I've decided that the coffee table book is going to have to be put on the burner. I thought that would be the first book with the photos, coffee table book, and full color frameable photos, and then, you know, of the journey and talking about each photo, which I will do in the future. It's just no way there's anything, I can't do anything like that right now because it's going to cost me over $100 per copy, you know, and it's just, it's not practical right this second. So, we've been kind of using my videos and journal story, I guess, which will be turned into the books of self-love, how self-love heals everything, becoming your own doctor, and all of the things that those of you who have followed the journey have seen. And seen me heal myself and others and this and that. So obviously my message is to share just that, I mean, oh, well, Christie can do it. She's so good. You know, all of these things I've done, you can do too. You can heal every single piece of your life. And I remember, I think it was back 2012 or 13 when I was doing shows and I came across that quote by, I think it was Dr. John Ray Christopher. He said, "There are no incurable diseases, there are only incurable people." And that's true. If you want to know more about healing, I would suggest going back just a few videos to the second part of the interview I did with, I think it's called Interview with Kyler Davenport, Fourth and Baker, second hour. And we get into healing, and I pose a lot of questions that will get you thinking in the right direction about what real healing is. But essentially, the more disconnected you are, well, like, duh, you know what I mean? You can't, it's just like common sense. You know, nature is beautiful and loving and powerful and keeps giving back. She has the answers, the cures for everything. And if you're avoiding her and you're eating fake foods and all of this crap and drugs and poison, I mean, and that's okay. If that's your path and that's what you want to do, that is awesome. If you happen to complain to me about it, well, then obviously I'm going to preach to you. So just save it. You know, I'm not going to judge you. Just don't come to me with, you know, if you truly are okay with it, you don't have any problems, right? So then don't come to me with them until you're ready to change them. So speaking of which, I am going to figure out how to do sessions again. I won't have a big schedule to deal with, but getting back to my work schedule in winter, I'm hoping to go very part-time so I can dedicate more time to doing my sessions and videos and really start working on the books and website. Yeah, so I was deleted, hijacked, censored, erased over a dozen times, and all my work erased and replaced with slander, but I'm in a just right here, right on the edge, real super close to being able to put, you know, a lot of it's gone forever. Oh, look at the hair on. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. But yeah, so that's my intention, to get everything together, get the site revamped, and if there is anyone who wants to help in any way, you know, go ahead and let me know, but it will be the culmination of my works. I've talked before about wanting to get back into teaching and, you know, again, but my videos are teaching, so like watch the videos. Like I just don't, that's why I make the videos, because I don't have the time to re-explain the same thing over and over to a lot of different people that ask on a regular basis. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate that you trust me and want to come to me, but I just simply don't have the time, and I can't quit my job and go homeless again so I can help more people for free. I mean, I do that all the time in my daily life, and that's where I'm at right now. But I will be setting up to do sessions again, whether it's health coaching, life coaching, but, you know, there's some things you have to know. If you're coming to me and you're just looking for what herb, what pill can I take, it doesn't work like that. It's going to be way more intensive. I'm probably going to be the coach you hate, because I'm going to say the things that you don't want to hear. So only serious inquiries need apply. Yeah, so that's where that is. There's been also some pretty interesting things. One of which being, I have piqued the interest of an author or blogger who is kind of fascinated with my life stories and tragedies and triumphs and challenges and how I overcame them, and is interested in doing a psychological examination on my life and some of the magic that he has been able to witness as a result. Yeah, so look forward to that. The Christie Chronicle. Well, I don't know what that it's called. It could be, but I don't, or something like that. But that's basically going to be what it is. So for those of you who haters alike, lovers and haters alike, You know, all of the story behind the story and all the things that, you made up for me. Or things you just never heard about or wanted to know, or how did this crazy thing even come into being? So that's coming up. Also, some of the videos I think I might have mentioned are being transcribed so that they can put into blog and chapter format for some of the upcoming projects. Yeah. What else? Other than that, okay, so I still, hey, check it out. Look, I have these in here with me, and the reason I have them in here with me, I had to take them out of the gallery because, well, they have all my stuff still, but I just don't have time. And if you're my friend, you know I missed your birthdays and this and that, and I love you, and I'm thinking of you and all of that, but I'd like to send cards and stuff like that, and also if anybody needs some for the holidays. That's the cover of the book, by the way. Anyways, whatever. There's that. So I'm still doing the photos, and that's part of why I was building up, you know, trying to get as many prints and framed photos as I could for winter, because winter, you know, and even if I wanted to work this much, I wouldn't be able to, because there's nobody there in the winter, so there's no hours. So I've been working pretty hard to, you know, save up for the barren winter and also have an inventory, and hopefully I'll be working on the photography site. People have been buying them, but not because I have them organized or categorized or on a site where you can like click and purchase, and, you know, it takes a while to go back and forth and which one do you want and where do you find them and how much are they and all of this. But I do have everything from postcards to, well, I guess I could just show you. I have some 5x7s, you know, if you don't want big ones. And then I made all these cool frames, and, you know, I didn't make the frames. I painted, you know, the mats, and, yeah, I don't want to dig through them, but 5x7s if you just want something small. But yeah, these are photos from the journey that will hopefully be displayed soon and discussed. And yeah, the book, you know, the picture book, I'm just gonna have to put it on the back burner. It'll definitely happen at some point in the future, but the only way that would have been even close to affordable, it would basically look like a coloring book. And no, I'm not doing that. And that's why I'm framing my photos in the anti-reflective, you know, museum glass and stuff, because I'm just not doing subpar quality at all, ever, again, on any level. So there's that. What else can I update? I don't know. Everything's great. I'm working way too much, but everything's going great. Hopefully the hours will ease up and I'll have more time to dedicate to rebuilding everything that I was killed for. Karma kind of caught up with some people that did the things they did, and it's kind of interesting to watch. Everything from megacolon to homeless and disabled and losing, yeah, so it's, you know, when you go out of your way to hurt other people, you can't get away with it. It will catch up with you, and I'm just kind of sitting back watching the house of cards fall, and it's not like well, it is, you know, it's entertaining really, but I feel bad because these people are not equipped to deal with, you know, getting their lives back. And yeah, so anyways, yeah, that whole fear thing, like, if you've watched my journey, the before, the during, the after, and you're still too afraid to take a risk or follow your heart or say no or stand up for yourself or leave a limiting situation or whatever, I just have no... You love your pain. You love your addiction. You basically hate yourself. And I hope that you, and I get it, was there for 40 years, 40 plus years. So if that's you, please check out my Journey to Self-Love playlist. The only reason it's in a playlist, like the self-love video, it's split up in 3 parts because the phone always dies and overheats and stuff like that. But I guess it's good it's in 3 parts, because you have the intro, and then the one is blame versus responsibility. Oh no, addiction to pain, and then the 3rd part is blame versus responsibility. And then right after that is my lessons in detachment. And I hope for those of you who are on a path of really healing, which the only way you can do it is digging deep in that trauma, period. There's no way around it. The way around it is to die like my mother and like most other people you see. But that's kind of the old paradigm. I don't know what you think about that, but it's time to evolve, to learn who we really are. Like, don't you want to know? Like, yeah, I talk about Illuminati and this and that, and, oh, well, they know all the secrets. Well, dude, the secret is know yourself. That's the fucking secret. Know yourself, love yourself. Who the fuck are you? Why are you here? Do you ask yourself that? Yeah? How many times have you put your dreams aside or your desires aside to basically beg for a prison and a slave master? Don't do it. It is not, I mean, what is your soul worth to you? Yeah. Anyways, that's probably enough. That's a update on everything that's going on. I made it another year, clearly. Okay, the new car, like a year ago I was homeless. I was still, dropping everything and not walking upright. Now I'm running, working, crazy. You see here, my fingers went down, the house, the car. I started with a minimum wage job, dishwasher. Yep. I remember when I thought there's no way you can get yourself into a house with a minimum wage job. And, it's definitely difficult. And it did take me a really long time, starting from zero and teaching myself to walk and doing all that again. But I guess it is possible. So I was either going to prove it was impossible and die. I don't know. There was something that kept me going. And I think it's pretty cool to know that all things are possible, whether it is self-healing, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Dig in the roots to your trauma. Every single thing that happens physically started energetically. The physical manifestations of the energetic experience is like a warning light in your car, okay? That's how they speak to us when we're not listening to our intuition, when we're not listening to our higher self, okay? So it'll come up in things like a bad knee or elbow or shoulder or a burn or a cut or autoimmune or depression or anxiety or heart problems. Hello, heartbreak. Heal that shit. Yeah, your heart was broken. Big fucking deal. Do you know another human whose heart wasn't broken? Be a hero. Be a warrior. Get out and love again. Get out and have joy again. Get out and plant seeds of joy and love everyone around. Anyone can be a jaded, crotchety old shit. Okay? Mean and anyone can do that. Be the change you talk about. Right? Yeah, live it. You can do it. And it's worth it. Okay? Yeah, I'm not telling you, brush it all over and don't feel the pain. Dude, watch my fucking videos. I go through the trauma. And you know what? If I feel it again, I'm going to do it again. Why? Because it's healthy. Yeah. So it is time for humans, the only species on this planet that tries to not be what they are. It is time for us to wake the fuck up. It's okay to fart. It's okay to sneeze. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel. It's okay to scream. It's okay to cuss. It's okay to take a crap. It's okay to say no. It is okay to take a risk. It is okay to be who you are. And you know what? If you don't fucking know, it's okay to go on a journey to discover that. But you're not going to find out who that is, who you are in your comfort zone. You're not going to find that out when you're being coddled and taking your little pills and giving your power away to doctors, to teachers, to lawyers, to governments, to whatever. No, no, no. You are perfectly fucking free to be 100% magnificently you. And when you do discover your power, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Whoa. We're taught like, well, I'm only human. Dude, do you know what that means? Don't you know ye are gods? Hello! And most of you who think you can't do anything and give your power away are the ones preaching that shit. Time to start practicing it. You can literally overcome anything, and I am living proof. And I am dedicated to do everything I can to empower everyone else to also know or start the journey of remembrance, yes, of who you are. All right. I love you, and sorry, boring update. I babble a lot. I just can't fucking help it. And to those of you who call me and tell me your problems and I start fucking preaching and I don't even know what I'm saying, I'm sorry about that too. And thanks for taking it, and thanks for calling back. Glutton for punishment. I'm not the only one. That's awesome. All right. Have a good day. See you next time. Yeah, and remind me about what I'm totally going to forget about, and that's the video I told you I wanted to do in the last one. All right. Have a good day or night or whatever.